up? What's up? Walz, Rantz, game time. Chilling. I always keep this thing on too much. I'm trying to find a way to do this proper with the music, but it never works out properly. Anyway, it's Monday, and I'm holding it down, obviously. And so I want to talk about something. See, I'm working right now. I'm working a different kind of job right now, and I like my boss. I feel like I'm too close. I like my boss, and it's so weird for me because like he's a good boss. He's like laid back, doesn't get on you for stuff, doesn't like get in your face about stuff. It's good. And I was thinking about today. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, there's a good dude, treats you well, there's respect and all that, and it made me think about a lot of terrible bosses I've had in my day. And actually, just right back to my last job at Regency Fitness. I'm not gonna sit here and name names, but I can. And my boss, I worked two sides of Regency. I was a personal trainer, and I worked in the sales department. And my both bosses sucked, but one was even worse. My sales trainer, she was just like, she was awful. Like, it was a sales sales place, which you should be getting feedback constantly from management, and they should always be on you. And sometimes I went like 2-3 weeks without even talking to her or hearing from her, and she was always on her block doing these things, chatting with boys and stuff. I'm just like, you're the worst manager ever. I'm like, and I honestly know, I don't know for a fact, but I know for sure she gave somebody a blowjob to get that job. There's no way she went on an interview, shook hands, and they're like, that's our lady. There's no way, and she looks like the kind of girl that would give a blowjob for a job in 2 seconds. I'm just like, yo, that's ridiculous. And she's off. And then I they let me go there, and I was still in the personal training, and she didn't even come and say nothing to me. And then so when I just left the company, I went in there, I just like, you know, I'm like the bridge burner. It's jokes, because like I do burn every bridge I have. It's funny, like, and I was in it with her and my other manager who, like, for the personal training, who I gave shit to too, and I'm just like, I told her, I'm like, you're the worst. I'm like, you're terrible. I'm like, I went and left the company. You didn't even come say nothing to me. I got like let go from that company or that part of the. She's like, oh, you're still with the company. I'm just like, you're my man. You should actually care about the people who work for you. And she always give like walk-ins to the girls and not the guys. I'm just like, there's money in my pocket. Commission is it's sales. It's sales salary plus commission. I'm just like, you're brutal, like seriously brutal. And the guy, I was like, so he's one of these guys. You know, salespeople. They're so, especially at the gyms. They're so schmoey. Like they're selling. They're always selling. They're selling because they know everything's about the bottom line for them. They're selling their team all the time. So they have their salesmen onto you. They don't talk to you like a real person. And I remember one time he got mad at me for like, I was personal training a girl, and it was Saturday. I was working on myself. It wasn't my time, and she was there. So we'll work out together. No big deal. And he came and like got mad at me because I was working out with her, and it wasn't like a personal training time. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm not losing any money. The company's not losing money. I build a rapport. People actually like me, so I'm chilling with it. Idiot. So it made me think of another one. There was one when I was in the Middle East. The principal there, she was just brutal. She's a Qatari girl. If you know any Qataris that actually work, or Qataris, as they're supposed to be said, they're lazy. They don't do anything. They're just figureheads. So she was the principal, which shouldn't be a figurehead position anywhere where people are paying tons of money for private school. She's just like, you remember she didn't want to use the bathrooms in our school. So she always just moseyed on away for like an hour, 2 hours. School day's only like 6 hours long. Where's Mr. Fox? Where's the principal? Oh, she's going to the bathroom. And it's like, yo, this is a school. We need the principal. And it's just like all the time she's just jetted. And she just leaves for like a couple days here, a couple days there. In fact, there's no like threat of getting fired because she was I think related by some way to the owner. Can you imagine having a principal that doesn't fear their job at all? It's like, you know what, just go through the motion. I'm just like, yo, can I talk to my principal? I got an issue, and there's some spoiled kids there. Like, I reprimanded some kids, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you need the principal. And you know how, like, in school, where it's like, yo, and the teacher's like, oh, we're sending the principal's office, you're like, ooh, that happened to me a lot. Like, you just trust me a lot. And here, if you want to say, yo, send the principal's office, and then someone's like, hey, she's not here. It's like this. Very difficult, okay? Very difficult. But she's brutal. And she didn't understand. She's the same woman. This one pissed me off the most about her. I remember it was like this, I think it was the second semester when I was there, and she was the computer girl. She taught computers or whatever, and she was going to school. So they were interviewing people to come in, and they were interviewing a Filipino dude. And there was only 2 male teachers there, me and my buddy Greg. And so we were chilling, and she told, like, we heard through the grapevine that they might be, because we lived in a 2-bedroom suite, like it was pimp. It's 2-bedroom, and like I lived in the ensuite with a big bed. My buddy Greg lived in a 2-bedroom one. And so they're like talking about, because the whole thing there is, you have to understand, it's like they bring in as many people, like Filipinos, Indians, and Nepalis. They just want to make money, so they fit in like, they stuffed like 80 people in the room. They had like 4 people living in the school, like in one of those little side rooms, just tucked away like baggage, like storage. So I hear like they're gonna maybe bring a roommate in and bring him in with us, and we're like, yo, mathematically doesn't really work from our standpoint. 2 bedrooms, 2 people, 2 grown-up men, but there was an extra bed there. So with their theory, they're like, yo, they can just fit them in there. So I'm like, yo, I went to her, I said, look, I'm like, yo, Mr. Fafis, no way. The second, no, this is exactly what I said. I said this to her face, I'm not lying. I said, the second somebody moves into our place is the second you get my letter of resignation. I'm like, yo, we don't roll like these Indians, these Filipinos. Privacy is paramount where we're from. So I said that. They didn't end up bringing anybody in, but I put the threat there. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't think for a second I would let that fly. This is a terrible boss. So the last boss I want to talk about, and this one, it's not really his fault. I worked back in the day when I worked at a collection agency in Vancouver, CBV Collections. I worked there, and yo, this is my boss. He was so fat, like unbelievably fat. And then I'm sure if you've watched any of my rants, you know, not that I have a problem with fat people, but okay, well, like I kind of have a problem, but they're very, very distracting. Okay, I'm a very sarcastic person, even when I'm talking to somebody, and I'm making jokes even when I'm not talking to someone. Like I might as well be like, I'm talking to myself. That's why I spend so much time enjoying my own company, not because I'm so full of myself, it's because I just talk to myself and make jokes to myself. And so there's a fat guy there. It's like being at the gym trying to work out. There's mad hot girls there. It's a lot harder to work out properly. Okay, you still work out properly, but you're wandering, you're drifting. It's hard to focus. And so this guy keeps coming in and out, and in and out, in and out, and I'm just like, I'm having trouble getting used to it. I'm just like, yo, man, you're still the same weight you were like last week or yesterday, and I'm just I'm so distracted. I'm trying to make my calls and call the people the people who are paying bills, and just looking at this guy, I'm just like, yo, man, you're just a giant. It's humongous, and like, you know, like, and they had to tuck their shirt in. They were like dressed. We were dressy clothes. So you know how when big people wear dressy clothes, there's always sweat stains? Like they just like, it was the summer too. You can't hide sweat stains in the summer. It was coming just like down, like all the way down. You know what I mean? There's this one. And it's like you gotta bring like 7 shirts to work, and it's kind of, ooh, another color. And he didn't do it though. See, if I was a fat person, I'd have like 8 shirts. And I'd be like, yo, if someone notices, I'd be like, yo, would you rather have me have big ass sweat stains or change my shirt? They give me props. I'd be like the fat man king. They go, oh, nice work. Well, good work on that. But I wouldn't be fat like that because I know it's gross, and I know you get huge sweat stains like that, which draws attention to your fatness. Anyway. That's enough. Honestly, it's just bad to have horrible bosses because it makes going to work so much worse. When you have a good boss, it makes life a little bit easier. Anyway, I'm rambling because I love talking. Let's go, Walz Rantz. Stay G, everybody. Peace.